It's time for your high school sports show magazine. Here's your host, Dave Winder.
Hi everybody, this is Dave Winder and welcome to the High School Sports Show magazine. What's this show going to be like? Well, frankly, I have no idea because this is going to be a work in progress. This is really the first ever television show based on high school sports that I can remember in the area. And what we're going to try to do on this show throughout the football season, the fall sports season, is to let you get to meet some of the coaches, the players, and the programs around the area. And we're going to start off here at Murray High School. We figure we're at Murray State University. We would stay close to home on the first show. So on this show coming up, we're going to visit with Rick Fisher, the head football coach at Murray High, and then get over to Callaway County and visit with Joe Stonecipher. And then later on in the show, we're going to do some other things. But what we want to do on the High School Sports Show magazine is to let you meet your program and other programs from around the area, and let's just have fun with it. So we're going to come back in just a moment and begin our first edition of the High School Sports Show magazine. We'll do that next. Hi everybody, welcome back to the High School Sports Show magazine, and we have moved over from Murray High School to Callaway County High School. Me is the head coach of the Lakers here, Joe Stonecipher. And Joe, thanks for joining us today. Good to see you again.
Yes, sir, Dave. And congratulations on your job at Murray State.
Well, thank you very much. Thank you very much. One thing I'm going to enjoy is getting out and about and meeting you coaches in person and getting to spend a little time with your team to get a chance to learn your team. Speaking of the Lakers, we talked to Rick about his victory, and I guess unfortunately we have to talk about your loss in that big rivalry game. Big rival games are tough to lose. I mean, the kids really want to win those, and when they don't go the way you want to, it's tough.
Well, it makes a difficult situation, I guess, but it is a game, and hopefully you'll be here longer than a year, so next year when you come back, we'll look on the other side. But we played that game last Friday, and that's not in our agenda now. We're headed down the road to Fulton County.
Mm-hmm. And then after that, you're going to get into district play. I know everybody in the district, Lone Oak and Tillman and you guys in Union County, headed to see Hopkinsville come back in there. Well, they're one of the best teams in the state year in and year out, and that's a tough draw there.
Yeah, that is tough for our 3A football teams in this area, but it's how they shifted the enrollment on one of their alternative schools, and that's the way it shook out. So we'll just have to play them and go on with it, and I'll make a big deal out of it.
Well, Joe, you and I were talking about your career at Callaway County. You were here when the Lakers bought their first sets of gear, and that was 25 years ago.
That's right.
And you're still here. And you're in your fifth year as the head coach now.
And I guess most of that's good. I was in the first group that bought the helmets and the shoulder pads all the way down to the very first pair of pants. And reminiscing back, our helmets were white and our jerseys were navy blue. So we've come a long way since then.
Well, certainly that's so. Tell us a little bit about your team. Some of the guys who have stepped in. You told me that you lost 17 out of 22 starters for this past season. That includes Tony Bryan, your great quarterback.
Well,
how are you filling those holes?
Well, we just kind of auditioned, Dave. We just opened it up, and of course we've been in our weight room all last winter and went through spring practice. We felt like we had a good handle on who was going to play what, but until you put the pads on and come out and actually get into the grass, it's a little bit tougher. But we've had some kids rise up. I'm really excited about the play of number 10, Jimmy Bynum. He was an all-conference wide receiver last year, and we moved him to tailback with the ability then to shift him out and throw him the ball if we had to, and he's done a very good job. Of course, when you talk about Callaway football, you're looking at Joe Dolchin, number 66, and he's just a big-time player. He's had coaches from the big conferences in here trying to recruit him for next year, and then we've had another sophomore step up, Mitch Ryan's little brother, Tony Ryan's little brother. So he's done a good job, and we're just filling with kids and giving kids the opportunity, and whoever can come out and seems like play the best is who's in that position.
Well, Joe, we wish you the best of luck in the rest of the season. Before we leave, though, I wanted to talk a little bit about Callaway County's connection to Murray State football at the moment. The Racers have three great players, Dan Garner, Tony Ryan, who played for you last year, and of course Josh McKeel is in his senior season now. It must make you feel very good to see your kids go to play for Murray State.
Dave, it's nice that these kids are the caliber of kids to play on the college level, and we're extremely proud of especially Josh McKeel. He's a homegrown kid, and he went through our program, and he was with a pretty good ball club when he was here, and he's gone over there. And everything I hear from the faculty, to the coaches, to the community. You just can't say enough good things about Josh McKeel. And of course, now we're grooming 2 younger ones with Tony and Daniel. And they're part of the problem that I'm having this year. You know, they were such great impact players over here for the last 3 years for us. It's hard shoes to fill, but we have kids stepping up, and it's quite a challenge for us and the kids.
Well, I tell you what, your team working out here behind us, and it's still hot this time of year, and you're trying to get some momentum going, and we hope that you're able to do that.
Well, you know, we kept waiting for the news people at Channel 6 kept telling us all this cold front was coming in, cooling us down this week, but I believe Cal kind of messed that so far.
I'll have to call him on that.
We need some cooler weather for sure.
All right, Joe, thank you.
Thank you, Dave.
We appreciate it. Joe Stonecipher, the head coach of Callaway County football, and this is what we're trying to do with our show, just get around and let you see your coach, see the other coaches around the area. We're going to take a break right now. We'll have more coming up in just a moment.